I'm Greg Dewar with Dewar Realty, and welcome back to another episode of Renovation Allocation. Last time we showed you guys this space, this was a dungy old concrete addition on the back of a church, and now we've turned it into a beautiful one-bedroom apartment. So when we first bought the church, we weren't exactly sure if we were going to change this space into sublease office or a residential apartment. And we did decide to go with a residential apartment simply because parking was an issue. If I would have turned it into several offices, I would have required a lot more parking than just for a one-bedroom apartment. So we did decide to go down that road. And ultimately, I think it'll just work out better in the long run. So the first thing that we had to do to create this apartment was separate the commercial side from the residential side. So we put up this divising wall in the addition, and then we also continued the divising wall into the back of the original church to incorporate the whole floor plan together. So we had to define the space, figure out how much square footage we were going to have to work with, and determine what we could do with that space. One of the major things that we considered for the apartment was natural light and good views. So the original window in this space, it looks out into the parking lot. It's on the back of the building. It's not exactly a great view. So what we did was there was this big cinder block wall here previously. We had a mason come in, cut us an opening so that while you're in the kitchen or while you're dining with friends and family, you're looking out over into the park. It's a much more natural and beautiful setting. So it's a much more enjoyable view for the apartment, which has turned out to be a good selling feature when we've been showing it to tenants. One of the major pieces that we know everybody focuses on when they're looking for a new space to live in is right here in the kitchen. So we did put a little bit more effort into configuring the layout, making sure that the space was optimal. We have tons of pan drawers here. It's all pan drawers on the bottoms, right? Soft close, very nicely finished. We did a little bit of a nicer upgrade with the hardware, with the gold fixturing. All the appliances were brand new as well. And we did decide to go with a little bit of a smaller counter depth fridge. I mean, considering that it's a one-bedroom apartment, it's more than sufficient than anybody that's going to be living here. And plus, we also did put in a built-in dishwasher. So it has all of the conveniences packed into this nice floor plan, plus a nice, generous center island, which, you know, in most apartments, you're not going to be seeing something of this nature or this quality. You have plenty of room here for at least 4 seats as well. So, you know, when you're in a one bedroom, this is the type of living that you're going to see. So we tried to cater to that as much as we possibly could. So another piece that our mason had to take care of for us was creating the door opening for the bedroom. So originally, the only opening that allowed us to access the back of the apartment within the confines of the space was the old opening over there, which we'll get to. We did try to keep that for historical reasons, but this one here was more important to keep a good flow for the layout. So we had them come in, remove the brick from about here down, shore it up on the side so that we could put in the door. So let's check out the bedroom. All right, so the bedroom turned out to be fantastic. It's got good floor space, easily fit a king or queen in here, good closet space as well, lots of storage for a one bedroom, plus you have an ensuite access here. Another major component that we did in here was vaulted this ceiling. So at some point in history, somebody built this ceiling to lower it down, probably to help with heat costs and such, and chopped off the top of the window. You couldn't even see it. So we vaulted the ceiling, we replaced the glass to give you a view outside and also to improve the efficiency and ultimately creates a great space. You won't find this in every apartment. All right, so let's check out the ensuite. So this is a great setup for any apartment here. What we did was continuous tile all the way to the ceiling. It's a great looking tile, but we were able to find it affordably at our local ceramic shop that we always shop at. We did full glass as well to help it make it feel more open. And we put in a bit of a nicer fixture as well to help attract a bit of a higher quality tenant. These are the features sometimes that people are looking for if they have a little bit of a higher standard. So the rest of the space is pretty self-explanatory. We put in as big of a vanity as we could. It's a 48 inch with lots of drawers, so good storage space. lots of light as well. And then because of where we put the laundry closet beside the bathroom, it kind of does create this privacy piece, almost like a water closet for the toilet. So, you know, if company is around, or if, you know, you're getting ready in the morning, everybody gets to kind of share their own space and you get a little privacy, you know? It's always a good thing to have in the bathroom. So another unique design feature that we incorporated into the layout here was this double access to the bathroom. So you have the ensuite access, but also if you have company over, they're not going to be coming in through the bedroom. They're going to be coming right in through the main living space here. All right, so another important feature that everybody always wants to have within their apartment whenever possible is their own laundry. So we were able to find just enough room to fit a stackable unit, and then on the other side of the closet here, you do have pretty good space for some linen storage, plus your detergents and what have you. All right, so this feature here was something that we did really want to keep. This old original archway from the church. It's all exposed brick because originally it was an exterior wall of the building, and we wanted to find a way to keep it so that there was a little bit of an element of history within the unit because it is on the back of a church. And then we did try to find a way as well to tie it in with the kitchen. So what we did is the backsplash color, we tried our best to match up a paint color with that. So the overall design aesthetic is wonderful. So everyone who's come to see the unit has really liked that piece, the original history, and also the design element of tying it into the new and modern kitchen. So another piece that we needed to keep in mind was storage. Just because it's a one-bedroom apartment doesn't mean that people don't need a place to put their things. So what we did here was we put a nice big closet right at the front door. First off, it creates a nice big foyer for a one-bedroom. Secondly, it does define the space for dining, living, etc. And again, because it's a nice high ceiling in this place, we were able to add extra shelving, higher and lower racks, so that you can store all your off-season clothes, winter boots, jackets, everything like that without a worry, and still have tons of space. All right, thanks for joining us on this episode of Renovation Allocation. I'm Greg Dewar with Dewar Realty. If you've seen this unit before, you know that this has been a major transformation. It's come a long way. So no matter what kind of project that you're facing, no matter what it looks like today, you know there's no mountain that's too big to climb, because this one was so far gone. I could not imagine how this place turned out when we got started. I think it turned out great. I'm really happy with the finished project, and I hope that you guys have good luck on your projects as well.